Hey Sagittarius, welcome to your April 2025 weekly reading. It's going to be a reading from April 1st until the 8th. I hope you're doing well. We're just going to go ahead and get started and jump straight in. Definitely a lot of energy here that is happening this week. Like the transits this week, there's so many transits. Mercury also comes direct this week, but Saturn sextile Uranus on the 4th, Mars sextile Uranus on the 4th. Talk about just, and then Mars trine Saturn also at the same time. Talk about being able to find breakthroughs here and opportunities for ourselves, because Venus as well does retrograde. It is retrograding, but it does trine Mars while all this other energy is going on. So when it comes to opportunities and things aligning or things working out in our favor, it looks really well and positive. And I know some of you are going to be like, well, yeah, we'll see, because that's what happens every reading. But if there's ever a week of change and being able to break through astrologically, it's probably this week and next week, going into next week too. But just in general, like there's so much new energy here that we're stepping into. We just had a partial solar eclipse in Aries on the 29th, and Neptune just came into Aries on the 30th. So talk about new things being defined in our reality, but it's Aries, so it's like we have to partake consciously ourselves to do it. It's not just gonna like manifest. And I think you know that, Sag, but there's a lot of energy here happening this week, and just in general, April. I mean, the month of April as well. So let's keep going here, and we'll jump into your reading. Also, too, if you're interested in booking a personal reading with me, that link is down below in the description. All right, let's see here. Sag, it all leads to the happy ending here that you're looking for. 10 of Cups is in the outcome position, so we'll see what that is, but there's still a lot here that we need to get to with this read. I feel like right now you're really being encouraged here to the new seeds that you're wanting to plant in your life. I feel like Spirit's really wanting you to think long-term, plan long-term here, and you may already be doing that or contemplating that. Like you could be thinking like how to do that. So let's see. You pulled this Chiron card. It does say heal here. You could be healing at this time as well. 4 Swords is in your current energy here. One thing I really see like being healed for you is your sense of self. Chiron's actually in Aries at this time, and Aries does deal with our sense of self, our ability to be courageous and bold, confident, self-determined, right? And also Aries has a lot to deal with adventure and facing your fears, right? And being bold. And I think that's like there's a lot of healing going on in regards to with those things here for you, Sag. Also, Chiron in Aries is in your 5th house of creativity, love, happiness, self-expression, right? Usually, Chiron sometimes in the 5th, it's like you can feel weird about your self-expression, right? Or weird about your creativity, or you can feel like you're not good enough. But I don't think that's the case here. Let's see, let's keep going. You pulled this soul healing card, another healing card here. I think spiritually you're going through quite a deep healing at this time. Now I want to say this, you could be a guide and a mentor, right? Because Chiron is the wounded healer. He guides as well. And so you could be guiding others too, helping others heal. You could be a healer. Or maybe you're wanting to start, maybe you're starting to look at that stuff. All right, let's see here. You pulled the snow leopard card. It says mystery, agility, belief, and sensitivity. Well, the sensitivity is probably still there. Even though Neptune just came into Aries, we still got Mercury, Venus here in Pisces with Saturn, that north node. So things can still feel a little bit Piscean. Pisces does deal with sensitivity. Even though Neptune is coming to Aries, to where that sensitivity starts to, Neptune being in Aries doesn't have the strong sensitivity like it does when it's in Pisces, right? So I think at this time, one thing I do see here though is that your self-belief, your belief in yourself is really being emphasized, like to believe in yourself here. And I think there's things that you're curious about and that you would like to explore and even create here, but it could be newer in nature. But it's something that I feel Spirit's definitely wanting you to explore, because it's some form of a mystery to you, but maybe it's like a little bit outside your comfort zone. But I think Spirit's wanting you to like get started here. Because you ever think like 5 months ago you were probably like, I want to start this, and you talked about it and maybe even planned it out, but you never did it. And then you're like, damn, I wish I would have started that 5 months ago. I kind of sense here that you're wanting to get ahead of the game here. And I think this Ace of Pentacles has a lot to do with it, because the Ace of Pentacles, it's your overall energy here. It's all about defining and creating a new reality. Now, this could be in regards to pinnacle things, your work, career, money, resources. But there's definitely new ventures here that I feel Spirit's wanting you to pursue at this time. And I think right now you're really trying to just think about it. Four of Swords is deep contemplation. It's when we are now seeking our higher self. It's when we slow down and we're not in a rush. We slow down and we kind of yield. We ask for help, right? We ask the divine for help, or we seek our higher selves, whatever it is that you want to say. And we wait for those answers here. And those answers are coming. You have the Hermit here in the future position, which I'll get to in a sec. You have the Two of Swords here in your challenge. The Two of Swords is contemplation, just like the Four of Swords. Indecisions. But I don't think this is necessarily a bad thing. Four of Swords, Two of Swords is, okay, well, let me just slow down. Let me see how I feel about this. Let me contemplate on this. Let me reflect on this. Your advice, though, King of Pentacles with the Ace of Pentacles here. Your advice overall, then the advice here, King of Pentacles, is this is really about, it's time for you to really build the life that you want to have for yourself. Now, if you're already living the life, Sagittarius, this is about how can you plant seeds so like a year from now, 5 years from now, you can have even more abundance, or you can add on to what it is that you've created. Because it is, we don't just like get to the top of the mountain and then we just like stop, right? It's like, no, it's a continuous journey. And sometimes if you're not, because you can get success, right? But if you're not planting seeds even for the future, you will probably fall backwards. I can't remember who said this, and I wish I could remember. But even when you get success and you're in a good spot, it's like, yes, you want to reap the rewards, enjoy the labors, or enjoy the fruits of your labor, but also you don't want to get complacent. It's like you want to start, all right, what am I doing? What do I got a year from now? What do I plan to do a year from now, 3 months from now, 6 months from now? It's like, it's about keeping it going, keeping the prosperity growing. So I feel like that's also one of your pieces of advice here. Now, if you're in the position of like, I don't have anything and I'm trying to fucking manifest something for myself, King of Pentacles says you're a lot more powerful than you think you are. King of Pentacles does say it's time for you to seek out people. 1 second. Come here, buddy. It's time for you to seek out people that probably do have the resources and the means that could help you. Because the King of Pentacles can be a person, a place that can help you get started with the new things here that you want to create for yourself. And this could even be too, like hiring somebody or having someone help you or something like that. So, you know, I would seek that out if you need it. You have the Hermit here, which is also the guide, the mentor, the teacher, and it's in your future position. So there could be a very powerful guide or mentor or someone here who has experience that could be pointing the way here for you and helping you get started, teaching you. So that way you can walk your path here. But also too, the Hermit is the guide. Like I said, you have Chiron here, soul healing. I think you're a guide and a mentor and a teacher. And I think you're a leader. And so I feel Spirit's wanting you, if you're going to create something here, you know, try to make it as valuable as possible. Focus on the value of the creation. Because where it's leading you to is the Ten of Cups here in the outcome, which is spiritual and emotional fulfillment and happiness. And the Ten of Cups to me in the outcome position is what you've been visualizing, it literally starting to manifest in your life. And it's like, oh, wow, this is the completion. This is the revelation of it. So I see you being happy with it. Ten of Pentacles is in the position of something you're unaware of that you need to be aware of here. Ten of Pentacles deals with our legacy. And it's also long-term planning where we need to get more practical, methodical, and kind of jump into the details a little bit more. I feel like you're being encouraged to go into the details, to plan more methodically, more practically. I'm not saying you have to be like, I'm not saying you have to be like extreme, but I think here that Spirit's like saying like it's time to give form to these things here, because I think for one, you have a gift here that you could share with the world, other people, help other people heal. Right, there goes the balloons. Help other people heal. Or this could be a guide mentor coming your way that's helping you heal as well. But maybe showing you things about yourself, the Hermit, right? Revealing things to you about yourself, making you become more conscious of certain things about yourself that are positive, and it's pointing you in a positive direction in your life. So let's clarify your read here. Very interesting. Clarify the Ace of Pentacles here for the overall energy. You pulled the Strength card here. Yeah, the Strength card is about courage. I think right now we're all being called to be courageous. I don't care who you are. Like Neptune coming in Aries is really defining things in very new ways. And also being in Aries season, like there's a lot of new energy, and to where it's sort of new, it's new to all of us. And so the inspiration, the downloads, the connection, the antenna to the divine, Neptune, it's like you're receiving these things, but you got to be bold and courageous on acting on them. And I think the Four Swords here, being in your current energy, is you're in a very receptive state, I feel here, or you'll be getting into one. Let's clarify this. Yeah, I think you're going to get into a very receptive state to where you'll be getting a lot of downloads about what you can do in regards to work, career, in regards to long-term plans. But I really sense here that Spirit's wanting you to take time for yourself, Four Swords, Three of Pentacles, and what is it that you want to work on and create and build? Do you need to restructure things? Do you need to structure things in a new way? Or do you need to, just maybe think more about the long term here? It's definitely an interesting energy. It's not my typical Sag read. Clarify the Two of Swords in your challenge. Pull the Three of Wands. Yeah, Three of Wands is, well, you have ambition, but you're trying to figure out, which way do you go with the ambition? Three of Wands, Two of Swords. How do you want to expand? Three of Wands is when your ambition has no limits. You realize that. You're like, oh, anything's possible. And so you're contemplating, anything's possible, but you're trying to figure out, okay, well, what's the direction? What direction do I go? Also, too, you could be waiting on something here, like an opportunity or something coming your way. I do feel like you'll get it. Clarify the King of Pentacles as your advice. Six of Swords, yeah. Six of Swords, Mercury and Aquarius. It's the intellect of the mind, ideas, and your thought processes here, thinking in new, innovative, creative ways. And I think it's time for you to advance your career or work or business into different directions. But even just in general, like it's time for you to just really be open to different ways in which you can create. So that way you can build that prosperous reality for yourself, or even build on top of it. Clarify the Hermit for the future. Yeah, the Four Swords here. I feel like you could be consulting someone here. Is it me? I don't think so. Probably not. I don't get that, right? But the Hermit, Four Swords is when you're getting these deeper answers, or you're getting guidance. You're being taught something. I feel there's going to be some type of guide or mentor or teacher here. Now you could be a guide, a mentor, or teacher as well, right? And maybe you're helping other people with this Hermit, Four Swords, right? So, but also the Hermit, Four Swords is deep contemplation, meditation, introspection, reflection, and solitude. So I see you really being in this kind of solitude energy, but I think it's good because it's more so. I think what you're going to realize this week is that things are just going to happen and you never even had to like force them or anything like that. Clarify the Ten of Cups and the outcome. You have the Ace of Cups. Boom. So this is the spiritual, emotional fulfillment here and the happiness I feel that you've been seeking. I think you're going to be very happy with how things transpire this week. Clarify the Ten of Pentacles here. You pulled the Five of Cups here. Yeah, I feel like one thing that Spirit's saying here is like your journey is very long. Ten of Pentacles is the legacy, right? So it's the race isn't over yet. It's a marathon you're running. It's not a sprint. And I think here that one thing to pay attention to is if you failed or if there was setbacks or anything like that, don't take it too personally. I feel like there's so many new things about to happen here for you, and you're in this marathon. It's not a sprint. And so it's like the forgiving of yourself and more so thinking long term. But yeah, I mean, I think this week is definitely a week to where you're being asked to really start planting new seeds and really trying to figure out, what it is that you want for yourself that's new, like these new things that you want to create for yourself. And I think you may need some time to think, to reflect, but I feel like you're being encouraged here to allow yourself to be innovational. You don't have to be rigid or stuck in something you don't want to do. And you have to step outside your comfort zone, but the new things, pursue the new things. I would not go back to anything in the past. And the things in the past, Five of Cups, is only going to leave you with the 5 of Cups again. But I do see this deep spiritual and emotional fulfillment happening for you at the end of the week. And I think you'll be very happy. So that is what I got for you, Sag, in your reading. I appreciate you for watching. If you want to book a personal reading with me, again, that link is down below in the description. My readings are on sale at this time. If you need confirmation, guidance, direction, if you want to ask me any question, I'm here for you. And if you like the video, be sure to hit that thumbs up button, subscribe, and I will see you later.